Hello and welcome to Life with Exie. It's been a month since we started Baby Led Weaning, and as much as I love watching my baby grow and develop new skills almost every day, I have to admit introducing solids is quite scary and stressful. I thought it would be fun and helpful to share some of my experiences with it for people who are curious or contemplating the idea of doing baby led weaning with their own children. Today we are doing steamed apples for the first time, and I was quite excited to see his reaction to it. He did eat some of it, but he definitely liked it more when I offered it with yogurt. So I want to start by saying that I am not a pediatrician or baby-led weaning professional. I am a new mom sharing my experience, my personal experience. So please ask your pediatrician or do your own research before starting this journey. We decided to go with baby-led weaning because it is much easier than purees in my opinion. From the preparation of the meals to the feeding process, I will eventually start adding purees to his meals, especially when he starts learning to spoon feed himself. I think I've become more anxious about baby-led weaning after I tried introducing chicken and my baby gagged so hard I thought he was about to choke. But I'm slowly becoming more confident in it again. It has been very helpful doing more research and making sure I'm following every single rule correctly and not trying to be adventurous with it. I'd rate steamed apples for a 6-month-old 6 out of 10. Apples become very stringy when steamed, and because of that I noticed that it was becoming a bit harder for him to swallow it properly. So I will definitely try it again once his chewing gets better. I am sure a lot of 6-month-olds could be able to eat steamed apples without any issues. But as I said, I've been a bit nervous since the chicken incident, so I'm not gonna take any risks. I did let him eat the apples, but I kept a very close eye on him. A few things I've learned during this process is that it is okay to skip a day or two of solids if maybe you got too busy or are traveling, especially in the beginning. Breast milk or formula is still the main source of nutrition at this point, and solids are mostly for practice and getting them used to the different tastes and textures of food. Right now we're doing solids twice a day. Lunch and dinner is what works for us. But I am planning to switch to 3 meals a day when he turns 8 months old. I am currently still only offering 1 food per meal and some of the most common allergens to identify what he might be allergic to. I am aiming to be done with that by this month, so he is 7 months old right now. That way by 8 months, we can start doing multiple foods per meal. There are a lot of different advice and recommendations out there when it comes to baby-led weaning. Always listen to your gut. If you don't think your baby is able to eat something yet, don't rush it. I have heard a lot of stories where one mom would say their baby ate something at this specific age and nothing happened, and another mom would do the same thing and they would have a different outcome. Observe your baby's progress, do a lot of research, and learn infant CPR and what to do in case of choking. I am planning on doing that myself. I haven't done it yet, but I want to do it and I'm planning on doing it pretty soon. I also recently learned that letting them play with teething toys helps desensitize their gag reflex. So if you are a parent who is scared of starting, here is a list of foods I found were very easy to introduce. Carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, sardines, sweet potatoes, avocados, bananas, and omelets. But before you start, please make sure you are doing it right. Here are some rules I always make sure to follow to ensure a smooth and safe meal experience for my baby. I don't expect them to get full. In the beginning, they're just practicing and learning the different textures of food. Number 2, I eat when they eat to model chewing. Number 3, I give them some water to help with constipation after every single meal. Number 4, I make sure the food is soft enough that I can easily squeeze it between my thumb and index finger. Number 5, I cut the food in adult finger sizes for now, and I'll keep doing that until he develops his pincer grasp, which usually occurs around 9 to 10 months. I'm not sure about something, I always look it up. That's number 6. I always look it up first, and because I don't want to take any chances. Number 7, I recently got a crinkle cutter for slippery foods like avocados and bananas for easy grabs. Number 8, I try to make a menu for the week on Saturdays and prep his food on Sundays, and I freeze some so I don't have to cook a new meal every day. Number 9, I am planning on buying reusable pouches for homemade purees for travels, just so I don't have to worry about cooking food if I'm going somewhere. Number 10, because I still consider this stage the early stage, even though my son is 7 months old, I avoid stringy foods even if they are very soft. I avoid foods or fruits that have peels on them. I avoid cutting foods in cubes, and I try to not introduce new foods in an unfamiliar space. So for example, if we're visiting people or at a restaurant, or we are in a place we've never been before, he tends to be too distracted to focus on his food. In that case, if I really wanted to give him solids, I would give him something he's already used to, something I know he already likes. Number 11, some days he just eats better than others, and I try to not force him to keep eating when he's already showing signs of being full. Number 12, I let him self-feed, even though it is very tempting to bring food to his mouth. It is very important to let him self-feed, as he can control the food that he is ready to swallow. Number 13, I keep introducing things he seems to not like. Number 14, if he's gagging, I stay calm and watch him closely. Always remember the difference between gagging and choking. Gagging is noisy, and babies will usually cough, or their eyes might start watering, or their face might turn red. Choking is silent or sounds like a very high-pitched sound. They might start turning blue or pale. If they're gagging, do not pat their back, do not panic or put fingers in their mouth, as it can push the food down their airway. Allow them to work the food forward themselves. My son gags all the time when he's eating, and I do panic sometimes, but I've really tried my best to stay calm. If you realize your baby is choking, take immediate action. And this is why you need to learn how to do back blows and how to do infant CPR. I made sure to say I, as I only want to share what I have experienced. Thankfully, I haven't dealt with choking, and I pray I never do. But this is why I'm very careful with what I do and how I do it. And I know very soon I won't have to worry about this anymore. I always remind myself to be patient and to take it one day at a time. Before I know it, my baby will be sitting at the table with me, eating independently. So if you're just curious about baby led weaning, I hope this video was insightful. And if you are a parent who has any tips for me or for other parents, feel free to put it down in the comment section. Thank you for being here till the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing for more. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video.